Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, SAPPHIRE and FC Pigneto. So last week we have decided on a couple of things and today I would like to show you the result of it. The most notable one was that we were selling our player and that player sold for 1.9 million euro. Of which, well, actually, he sold for 2 million euro, of which we got 1.8 million, which was, not as much as I was expecting, but on the other hand, way more than we actually could realistically expect. So a return on investment on that was insane. We bought Nico for 6,000 euro and sold him for 2 million, of which we got 1.8 million. So what could we be angry about, right? Now, as we sold Nico, there were actually two things that we mentioned we want to do. We needed a new trainee and we needed a new forward because the one that we had got really hurt and couldn't no longer support us. And we can't really wait 10 weeks for him to recover. Now, I mean, he's still recovering, but we already got two new players here. Omar Bellone and Kazimir Sierotsky. So Omar is our new trainee. Omar is a sympathetic guy who's temperamental and honest, so he is prone to a bit of an anger, but he's honest, that's fine. He's technical, which is also pretty good, and he came with a solid form and stamina. As you can see, he's gonna be 19 soon, so he's not an ideal trainee, but I like that his defending was 9, winger was 6, and playmaking 5. I tried to check his transfer value. It was roughly okay, so I think that we made a good deal here. We will see how well he's going to progress, but if we can get him to something like 14, then we could sell him at the height of his career around 24, 25. We'll see how well he's going to do. But for now, he's a trainee that is going to greatly benefit us in the long run due to his defending and potential in playmaking. The second player that we bought was Kazimir Sierotsky, who is 32 years old. He's a Polish guy. He has a scoring of 13 and he's 32, so this is a huge gain for us. He has a passing of 8. We bought him for quite a lot of money. If you check, we spent nearly 1 million for him. But I found that it might be a good time to invest a bit into our forward players. And, being 32, he can stay with us for 4 or 5 seasons before he loses most of his, juice. I don't know what I could say, most of his performance, whatever. What I really like about him is that he's sympathetic, balanced, and honest, so we shouldn't really see many issues with him. He had quite a lot of career goals, and he already is, performed very well in our last match. I'm going to show you a bit more about that. So yeah, this is an expensive guy, but really good, and transfer compare, again, he was so well in line. The only issue is that he doesn't have a specialty, but again, I don't really mind because the passing and scoring is well worth it. So what does this mean for our team? It means that as we saw Nico, we now have the substitute, and as Nebojša Blagojevic will be still hurt for the next 8 weeks, we can now put him on the transfer list and sell him. Actually, we could kick him out, but I'm just going to try to sell him for nothing and see if someone is going to buy him for at least a bit. He can still play, but by the time he's going to be out of, the hospital, he is going to have his form down again. And considering he's 39, his next injury is probably going to be fatal. Well, we're going to see. There is a buyer for every good, so we'll see. The finances that we actually gained for Nico, you can see here it was 1.87 million euro. Boosted our income quite a lot, but we also bought players for 1.4 million. So we were left with roughly 500,000 of extra money, and I spent 445,000 of that on stadium. That is something that I also announced last time. We have the construction in progress right now. We will go to 20,000 seats. So we're going to increase the terraces to 12,000 from 10,000. We will increase the basic seating from 4 to 5,000. We will add 500 seats under the roof, and we are going to add 750 seats in the VIP boxes. Now, I am a bit iffy about this. Maybe some of you know how it works better than I do, but I'm not sure how many people buy the VIP boxes. There is a huge fall-off. If I understand correctly, the fans will go and try to buy the cheapest tickets on the terraces. Some will go for basic seating, some will go for seats on the roof, and some will go for seats in VIP boxes. But as there are, as the lower categories fill, some of them will migrate upwards. There is like a cast. And so if you have a lower amount of, or if the lower capacity is full, some people will be pushed up and buy the tickets. Now, the reason why I'm speaking about this is that I think 1,000 seats in the VIP boxes is a bit too much. I'm not sure if we can fill it, but if we get to a point where our lower categories are always going to fill, I think that naturally these people will be pushed to fill even the VIP boxes. So we're going to see. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's too much, but I can always add some seats to terraces and basic seating. Ideally, I think we should sit at something like 24,000 seats at this stage, but we'll see. Right now, the potential match takings is roughly 150,000, and with the new seats, I think we get to something like 210,000, with the stadium maintenance growing about 50%. So still, it's going to be cool. That means, together, that our finances are now in the healthy 500,000, so we can just use this as a bank for any emergencies that we have, or if we need to do anything, we can just do it using this. Which reminds me, how's the staff? The staff is doing pretty good. Okay, I was wondering if they're not in a need of renewing their contracts. Anyway, that's the money and that's the players. Now, I'm speaking about this, in the beginning because this is something that is a bit important, as we discussed this last time. I haven't really spoken about the matches yet, which is a bit of a turn, and that's what we're going to speak about now. So we had 2 matches, one a friendly, which was kind of cool, and we had our match against AG. Now, this is kind of funny, because I wanted to play it cool against AG, but then I looked at the head-to-head, realized that last time we had a draw and we really needed a victory here. So I wanted to set it to normal, but then today in the morning I actually chickened out and I set it to match of the season, because I really wanted to win this match, and I looked at the upcoming matches and said, screw it, this one is important, we need this one. Then I woke up today at around 12:30, had some breakfast, and went to check on the match. And the first half was over, and we were losing 1-0. I get so mad, quite honestly, that we're playing on our stadium. It's a match of the season, and we still lose the match. I was really mad. So I checked it in the evening again and found out that we got the first goal from them in the 39th minute, but then we just scored 5 goals in rapid succession. So yeah, we did it, we won. But it didn't seem like that when I checked it during the match. The bad news is that actually Albino Guarnelli here got a red card in this match. He did something bad. He's Fury, well, we know that. So he will no longer be able to play on this, and you have to keep that in mind and put him on a friendly next week. And we had a injury, Louis Pais, which is not our, but he got hurt. And wow, he got hurt really badly, 5 weeks in the left calf. I hope that the guy has a good doctor. 2-man, 5th minute, huh? No, sorry, 89th minute. Oh, okay, that's the 5th week. 89th minute. What happened? It was really at the end of the match. Suffering a nasty injury to his left calf, Lee Pais of the field in tears. Oh, okay, so Albino Guerno actually did that. Damn, dude, you really injured him. And they had no replacement. Well, okay. But the match ended 5-1. Here are the stats. We actually ruled in every aspect. Midfield was way stronger. We had like 60% position, 58 in the first and 56 in the second half. Right defense was much better, left defense much better, and central defense was almost at the same level. They had about 0.5 above. They had about 0.5 on us. That's what I was trying to say. Right attack was stronger on our side, left attack was stronger, and central attack was the same. They are strong. I think that they play... Oh, okay. That's weird. They had an attack on wings. I think that the last time they had attack in the center. It's a bit weird to see. Well, okay. Well, maybe they're experimenting a bit. And here are the head stats. You can see that we were stronger in everything. We were really stronger. I really didn't need to go with the match of the season. But hey, we did. No reason to be mad about it. The stadium was full, which is another reason, or it's like a confirmation that we really need a bigger stadium. So we got 150k out of that, and this is what the series looks like now. We are back in the third place. The 5 goals really helped us. We are now at 21 goals. It's actually pretty good. Pretty good. And we're sitting at 17 points. Next week we are losing though, because we're playing with, I think, Real Girona and on their stadium. Yeah, we're playing with... No, wait, on our? No, on there. Okay, we're playing on there. We're going to lose that one. I'm going to just throw in the towel, have it played cool. We know that we're going to take a beating there. Not much to say. Here, actually, who's Agi playing against next week? Stella Rossa. Okay, so they are going to lose as well. So they're going to stay here. We are going to stay at 17 points. These two guys are going to get extra. Now, who is playing against Hironica? Because that is going to determine New Imba Society. Okay, so we are going to switch with Hironica. They're going to be third next week. We're going to be fourth. They're going to have 18 points. We're going to have 17. Okay, so we're going to be... Well, it's pretty clear. I mean, there's nothing to say about that. But again, third and fourth place is amazing for us. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to record next week because this one is going to be a real beating. But then, it's going to... I think I will. We're going to check how much of a beating did we get on their turf. Then it's ZZ21, which is, I believe... that's another bot team. So we'll have 2 quite cool matches. Then Hironica will play against us on their stadium. Okay, we can make that one match of the season, and then New Imba Society, we're gonna play it cool. So we know that we will have 2 victories and possibly 2 losses. Okay, well, I see it as a 4th place. I think that at this point it's gonna be a 4th place. We have only 4 rounds left, so we're not gonna get knocked out. The 2 bot teams will. Hopefully we might end up 3rd, but I'd say we're going to end up 4th, especially if Hironica has easy matches. Actually, we can see it on there. Why did I go? Okay, so Hironica was going to win this one. Hironica is going to probably win this one. We don't know how this is going to go, and yeah, they're going to win this one. Okay, so we're going to end up 4th. There's not much that can be said about that. It's most likely we're going to end up 4th, maybe even 5th, depending on what Agi is going to do. Agi is playing Stella Rossa, so they're going to lose this one. Then they're playing Hironica, they might lose that one as well. Then Upodubio, that's a question, and Real Girona. Okay. So I think we have a shot at the 4th place. That would be pretty cool. Can't say that would be a bad outcome. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Basically, we got a ton to work on, but the cards are pretty much dealt at this point. We need to make sure that our players will do what they have to, that we incorporate the new trainee and the new forward. As I mentioned, he was already playing in this match and he had 7.5 stars, which is amazing. As far as training goes this week, we had Zigud Bitis improve his playmaking from outstanding to brilliant, so he's, getting really better. I think that with the sale of Nico and the 2 new players coming, we are going to evaluate the entire match composition, see what the new A team is going to be like, put some players on the B team, and create a new structure. Because, for example, like this is really good. The midfielders don't really give you that much from the defending, but that bonus is still there. That bonus is still there, and you can see it. Let me show it if we can here. So, for example, here we have Betis. And if we switched him with someone who had just the playmaking, yeah, like we have Veka here, okay. Someone. Damn, we really don't have anyone with just playmaking anymore. Guarneri. Okay, let's go for Guarneri. Okay, he has defending of 4, so if we put him instead of Betis. Okay, he's actually giving us a huge benefit. Why? Form and stamina, isn't it? Oh yeah, form and stamina. Okay, but this is much worse. Okay, never mind. I tried to show something and I fail. But basically that's how it is. You get some benefit of this. You can Google it if you look at Hattrick calculations. They have it in their wiki, but winger... playmaking and defending is good for midfielders, but of course playmaking is great. Passing and scoring also give you a bit of a benefit. Passing pretty much, but that one is used mostly for strategies, if I understand correctly. That's why I'm not really that interested in that. Well, anyway, this was fun. Good week. Interesting things happened. I actually tried to bid on a number of players here. If you check this, that's it was a bidding week for me. I even tried on this guy. I don't remember what he was like. Oh yeah, it's the tranquil, upright, pleasant guy. He was really good considering he was only 18. I wanted to get him as a trainee. Yeah, this guy was really good. And there was also one that I was raging that I missed. Yeah, this one. This guy was amazing. And I actually missed him because I forgot to bid on him. It was in the middle of the day. And later I found that he was actually a prospect for the U21. So we could have had a national U21 player in our team. That would have been amazing. But yeah, my bad. That was just my bad. There's nothing to say about that. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for joining me. This was a longer episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week with more updates.